I mean, I guess I could. Good morning. I went my mechanic again. Got a couple minor problems. When I walked in, he wasn't in there. His son was in there. I never met Robbie's son. Cool young man, 17 years old. And Robbie didn't want to do a video today. He said today wasn't a good day, but I talked him into it. He was about to tell this, I think it was a cool story about the best salesman ever.
Best car salesman.
Best car salesman. But Robbie's son will start to be in the office because he's learning the job so he can eventually take it over from his daddy. Now you take it over, Robbie.
What I was saying was, you know, when this guy was the #1 car salesman in the world, and listen to him speak. He was at Tallahassee. There was about 45 people there. It cost $350 to listen to him speak for an hour. But the way he opened up was, you know, he said, ask everybody in the room, he said, how many of you in here has ever, because he said, I noticed all of you brought notebooks and pen and papers and all that. He said, we're going to cover so much material today, you can't take notes. You just can't. He said, and he said, let me make this point here. He says, how many of you have ever been to a buffet? Well, that's everybody in the room raised their hand, because they'd all been to a buffet. He said, now, how many of you have eaten everything on the buffet? Well, nobody raised their hands, but you can't eat everything that's on the buffet when you go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know. He said, my point to that is, he said, listen to whatever I'm saying, whatever material I'm covering. He said, if it works for you, you can take notes on that. If it doesn't work for you, then leave it alone. Just like you would the food. You can't eat it all. So just take in what works for you.
Right.
And then, and you know, verbally, you don't have to use my exact word tracks. Make it fit you. Everybody's different. I mean, you know, some people might tell somebody to have a seat. Some might sit down. You know, it's just the way you word things. He said, so take what I say, get that point across, but use your analogy of making that point, whatever that may be. But here's the point, or here's where you're trying to get to. And which, you know, that's what I was explaining to him. I said,
right.
You know, you have to mold it to you. You are your own person. You can't take what somebody else does and do it exactly like them and expect the same outcome. Doesn't mean it might not happen, but normally it's not going to, because it's not going to roll out smooth and plain and clear, because you're having to think back and recant them words. And you don't want to do that. You want to put it to your verbiage. Say it like you want to say it. And then, you know, that's what he's doing, is listening and learning. And it's just, the biggest thing is, I told him above all, which I ain't got to worry about that, but above all, tell the truth, whatever.
There you go.
The truth ain't always pretty, but it's always the truth. And if anybody ever asks you again 20 years from now, guess what? You can repeat it just like you said it then, because
it's the truth.
You know, it wasn't, you know, say it. We need to go right here, go straight.
You can go straight.
I know I can go straight.
Yeah, I think it's quicker to go straight, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, well, I didn't, you know, they want you to detour through here. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't go this way every day now.
Well, I want to get up here and they say, you can't come through here. I said,
right.
Apparently I can, I'm here. You know, it might be as far as I'm going to go, but I got to this point.
Right.
But, you know, it's just, I mean, you know, there's a lot to learn. And he has a good grip on mechanics already.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah. And plus, he's I've got him signed up. He's an apprenticeship program right now through NAPA that, you know, teaches you the kind of the basic steps going in. And a lot of it, it's like, you know, I mean, I've been doing it all my life, so it's like, I mean, it's just what I do, so it doesn't, you know, I don't have to stop thinking about this, that, or the other. See what I'm talking about?
Oh, goodness.
Now, that's why I was asking you to, but, yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, good grief.
Now there ain't no telling where we got to go.
I know.
Round the elbow.
We got the whole road dug up, too.
Well, it may not be too bad. Like, we can go right up here and try to ride.
What's the big deal with this road? Why is this so bad since the storm came through? This is the worst road, ain't it?
Well, yeah. Well, it blowed all them pine trees down, and of course they went there and cut everything. And I talked to some folks in there the other day that you know, when they went to after they got through with their insurance claims and all that, which I guess they probably still some fighting over that mess, but if you got trees in your yard that can fall on your house, there are insurance companies that won't insure you.
Bruh.
Period. We are now a coastal community. Even though
What
we're
the crap?
hundreds of miles from the coast, we're a coastal community because of the hurricanes. That's a write-in for the insurance company to say, well, we can raise the rates now because they coastal.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Well, they know how to get you, don't they?
They gonna get you. You ain't nothing you can do about it neither. Except like those things, you're gonna dance, you're gonna pay the fiddler.
So even if you had a lawyer, you couldn't do nothing, huh?
No, they've done that. They've done made that law, and with their company, and they have the right not to insure you if they don't want to. I mean, you can't say you can, get a lawyer and make them insure you. You can't make them do that. It's just like somebody tells you got to bank at this bank here. No, I don't. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna make you do it, guy. No, you see, there.
I know I didn't get that little FEMA check.
No, I ain't getting nothing either. I didn't.
But everybody else I work with, they got it.
Well, I didn't get no. No, I got they paid for my roof, but that was it. Which that was, I mean, in real damage, that's about all. And I had a pear tree blow down, and a bunch of rubbish and stuff in the yard, but that wasn't no big thing.
Robert, do you and your son have a timeline on when he gonna take it over, or just
yeah,
whenever?
well, yeah.